Hello and welcome to Sterling Gamer with me, Sterling, and welcome to a special video. As you can clearly see what we're doing up above. We are ranking every single Sonic character. Every single one. I have 84 characters ready. This is not all of them, I just decided to separate them by modern and classic, because otherwise it's too many. So there's your classic characters, anyone before the adventure jump. And then here's your modern characters. And I'll be ranking all of them on this scale, going from Supersonic down to D. So, I'm not gonna waste any time. It's just gonna be regular ranking. All my own opinion, of course. Starting with the one that started it all, Sonic. He's an S rank. I mean, he's basic, he's bland, he's the default. But he's an S rank. Sonic is an S rank. Eggman, I have to say also an S rank. No, I'll put him in A. He's a really good character. I like him. You guys know my brand. This should not be a surprise. Silver Sonic. I know that Sonic fans like to fight over the name of the metal versions of Sonic, the robot Sonics. This is Silver. I'm going off of what the most modern names are. And Sonic in LEGO Dimensions says that this is Silver Sonic, so this is Silver Sonic. I don't like Silver Sonic. He has the blandest design of the three robot Sonics I have on here. And he's so annoying to fight, because he's in the ending of Sonic 2, which you have no rings, and you have to do this guy, and then the Death Egg Robot, and if you fail the Death Egg Robot, then you have to fight him again. His attack patterns are predictable, but hard to dodge, and he's just not interesting. Amy? C. This guy up. Amy's a C. Like, she's a fine character, but she's not much of a character. You know what I mean? There's not a whole lot going on. Metal Sonic? Everyone seems to love Metal Sonic. It's a B for me. Like, he's good, but I don't know. Now that we have all someone in every rank, I will, I don't know what Knuckles. Knuckles. He's an upper B. Maybe an A? Depends on the iteration, but I like Knuckles. He's a good character. Mecha Sonic, let's go. A rank there. Lower A. It's good. Egg Robo. Like, Egg Robo's not that interesting. Okay, so Egg Robo and Mecha Sonic are pretty much the Knuckles villains in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And they're fine. I much prefer Mecha Sonic. He's got a cool power-looking design. And he goes super. Spoiler alert. It's kind of cool. Egg Robo, he's just a regular enemy. You destroy a whole bunch of him. You destroy a whole bunch of him in Sky Sanctuary. He's just a basic badnik to me. Fang the Sniper, and it is Fang the Sniper, not Knack the Weasel. Fight me, I'm in America. B. I like Fang. It's cool. He's from Sonic Triple Trouble on the Game Gear. I don't know if it ever came to the Master System. I'd have to check. He's cool. I like him. There's not much to say. He uses a gun. In older iterations, it was a real gun. Now they have, because it's kids' property, they've made it a pop gun. It's cool. Witch Cart. She's the Tails villain. She popped back up in the Tails 30th anniversary comic. She's just not an interesting character. She's just a generic witch in a minecart. Like, no motivation. She's not that good. We're all villains down here, just forgettable villains. Vector? Oh yeah, the order, it's like roughly in release order. It's not perfect. I didn't really try that hard. But we're getting to the chaotics now. We already have Knuckles, but we're getting to the chaotics. I mean, there's an upper B. He's cool. Mighty. Upper C, I guess. Okay, so Vector is still in the modern ones. That's why he's a modern appearance, even though he's in the classic collection here, I guess. But Mighty, he's only appeared in classic games in Sonic Mania, which is considered to be a classic style game. But he's just never interesting. He started as a Sonic clone in Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, and then pretty much the Sonic stand-in in Knuckles Chaotix. He's just not interesting. He's strong, that's it. Espio, though, he's kinda cool. I like him. Charmy, lower B. A lot of people hate this little guy. I think he's kinda cool. And then Bomb and Heavy. Yeah, we're really reaching. Witch Cart and Bomb and Heavy. We're reaching for the obscure characters here. Lower C. They're just fillers. They're just meant to be punishments. Scratch and Grounder. From the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, so hear me out. They're great, but their whole thing is that they're just dumb. That's the eternal joke. I have nostalgia for them, and they definitely still stand up to the other robot duo. Probably exceeding them, but they're just kind of one-note jokes. Sally Acorn. We're getting into the comics. The Archie comics. She's an A. I haven't read much of them, but what I have seen, she's good. Alright. Antoine. I like Antoine. Bunny Rabbit. Here. And Rotor. Here. Okay. So, I like the Freedom Fighters, but I haven't really read much of the Archie comics. I've read some of the really early stuff, so that's how I'm making most of these cases. And then the Sonic Sat AM. Brother coughing in the background. I have not read much of this, like these new designs I have for them. I've never seen. So, I don't have much of a history. I'm sure there's all this great stuff, and there's all the other Archie characters. I just went for the core Freedom Fighters, because those are the ones that I know and what I can rank. And I don't want to go overboard with comic characters. I say that as I have 6 IDW characters. Yeah. Ray. It's gonna go right next to Mighty. I have exactly the same feelings about each of them, because they are exactly the same. Mighty, was in Knuckles Chaotix. Ray was not, and that does take away, but I do like his personality a little more, so they kind of even out. Metal Knuckles! Yeah, he's cool. Metal Knuckles is cool. Tails doll? No. Just gonna... the tail sandwich. They're both made for Sonic R, or you could also play as Sonic Tails, Amy Knuckles, Eggman, and Egg Robo. And Metal Knuckles is so cool. It takes the idea of Metal Sonic and makes it Knuckles. His design is perfect. It's so good. Tails doll, he's just a creepy pasta that was waiting to happen, and then almost immediately got one, even back then. He's generic. So then we got Sonic the Fighter's characters. Honey Cat. She's a B, just because of the story behind her. So Sonic the Fighter started as in the same engine as this one Sega fighting game. I forget what it was. And they were like, oh, let's make it again, but with Sonic characters. But to kind of poke fun at how it was pretty much the same game with Sonic characters instead, they were gonna make one of the characters from the original game a Sonic character. So this character named Honey became Honey the Cat, but she never actually was finished in time for the game to release. But she was re-added in the Xbox 360 re-release of the game years later, and was cemented in the Archie comics. So, character, it's like nothing to it, but the story makes it an upper B. Bark. I don't really care for Bark. Completely honest. Just kind of there. Just a strong guy. Bean, he doesn't fare much better. I just like his personality in the Sonic 30th Anniversary comics. He's funny. And now we have debatable whether it's classic characters now. The hard-boiled heavies from Sonic Mania. You're cool because you brought back dead characters. Just switch these guys. You're cool because you're a cool ninja. Can't tell, I kind of like ninjas. You're forgettable and lame. You take forever to fight, and I don't really like you, but your design is kind of cool. And you're alright. And so that is the classic characters ranked, and I only separated them so we have more panel space, because man, we're not done. That just goes before Sonic Adventure. And we're gonna start with Chris Thorndike. So, they made a Sonic Adventure anime called Sonic X. And this was, like, the main human character. And I watched that show all the time. But he was the worst character ever. I love the show, but dogs are just making it impossible to record. I love the show, but the character, he just nothing. And then he replaces Amy in Sonic Adventure 2, and I was like, no. Homo Chow, I'm just gonna speak for everyone and put him with the other worst character. Big. I haven't played... Whenever I play Sonic Adventure 1, I've never actually beaten Sonic Adventure 1. But whenever I do, I just play Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles levels. That's it. I never beat it. So I've never really played the big fishing stages, but he's cool, he's funny. Now I have both of these. This is supposed to represent the, all the E-series robots, other than the main two. And they're kind of cool robots. I'm gonna put them there. Like, they're alright. But Gamma, that's a cool design. I like Gamma, even though I've never played as him. I like Gamma. Tikal, really forgettable for me. Again, I've never beaten Sonic Adventure 1 all the way. I will for videos eventually. She's just forgettable. Same with Maria Robotnik. She's gonna go in the same spot. Gerald, he gets a little higher just because I kind of like what he does and like that he has the whole motivation and created Shadow and all that. Chaos. No, Chaos is gonna help fill in this little gap. Okay, this one I put it as a joke. It's the Burger Man statue. It's Sonic Adventure. The speedrun potential of this guy is so good. This is only half ironically in S. He's just so good. But I've been learning some speedrun strats for Sonic Frontiers. It just, I have respect for this guy. It just lets you clip anywhere you want. Another S. Coming right up there. Another Sterling rank. Shadow. What more do I need to say? He's Sonic, but edgy and cool. In recent years, he's been a one-note character, just grouchy, edgy Sonic. But he is a cool character. He has all the potential in the world. Just untapped. I like him. Rouge. Got an interesting character. We're in the Adventure 2 era now, and then we're gonna jump right over to Heroes. the Omega. This is purely thanks to the IDW comics, where he is the best character. Except Tails. Oh man, Omega is so good. If you have not read the IDW comics, please do. I have a handful of characters down here from them. They're so good. Ian Flynn writes the comics so well. And I forget the new writer, but she does really good as well. Omega is written so good. An amazing character. And that's the entirety of why he has that A rank. Favorite cheese? Alright. Cool characters. Don't like how she can fly with her ears. That's messed up. Black Doom from Shadow the Hedgehog, no. Just no. Blaze? Blaze is a cool character. She's essentially Sonic from another dimension. Well, what about Eggman Nega in Rush Adventures? Eggman Nega should go here. He's pretty much alternate universe Eggman, because there's no variants in this list. This is just Eggman. It's not just Eggman, it's a different character. This is alternate universe Eggman. This is pretty much alternate universe Sonic. He's just a carbon copy. He's not cool. She's really cool. She's got fire powers. Emerald. I haven't played. I think it was Sonic Advance 3 that he was introduced to. I don't know. Never played whatever game he's in. I don't know. Cool design. Includes General, who's kind of cool. Jet the Hawk. I kind of like him as a rival for Sonic, especially in, again, the IDW comics. He's just an absolute jerk all the time, and it's wonderful. He's such a good character. Maybe Upper A. Nah. Wave and Storm, though. Gettable. Choke there. Yeah, they can both go. Actually, I kind of like how dumb he is. Funny. Marine. She's just forgettable. I'm sorry. I don't like the Rush games. I just don't. I do not like the Rush games. I think their level design is some of the worst that 2D Sonic has ever seen. The mechanics are just obtrusive. It's just not good. Marine, she only ever appeared in Sonic Rush Adventure. There's just nothing to her. She's just Australian, I think. Or maybe New Zealand. I don't know. Australian, I'll say she's Australian. And she's just forgettable. To me, at least. Now we have Sonic Secret Rings characters. These are pretty much the only ones I cannot memorize their names. And that's fine, because they could go down where they belong. I kind of like that name, Eraser Jin. Just how seriously everyone says it. Silver. All three hedgehogs are an S rank. Silver's so good. He was introduced in Sonic 06. Man, that's not a good game. I have it now. I'm not looking forward to that video. Whenever I have to make it. But Silver is such a good character in the other games. It's a shame that his only major playable appearance has been in 06. It's like Shadow. He has so much potential. Okay. Hold on. Vanilla the Rabbit and Chocola. Cream's mother, then her other Chow. Kind of... This is purely for the scene, and again, the IDW comics, when she just absolutely bosses around the Chaotix. It's beautiful. So yeah, we got some more. I do like the idea of King Arthur being a villain. I like that. General. Generic robot guy. He'll protect... where is he supposed to protect? Shade the Echidna. I noticed that this game is not Sonic RPG, whatever it is. It's not on my Sonic list. I'll add it I don't know if I'll beat it. It's just, it doesn't look good. That's her, she's from that, and I just don't want to play that game. Chip, Sonic Unleashed. He's funny. I have not beaten Sonic Unleashed yet. I'm working on it for an upcoming video. Stay tuned. My opinion might change. Apparently, some of the community hates him. I don't know. Again, it might change. But currently, I like him. Alright, so now we got Orbot and Cubot. This is the other robot duo that I was referring to. I was talking about Scratch and Grounder. They're going in the same spot. I don't know. It might be better than Scratch and Grounder. I don't... It's really just nostalgia holding the two up, because they're also kind of one notes. They're also just, oh, they're not smart. But their jokes are usually better. I don't know. I like the two robots. Yacker. Sonic Colors, great game. I have so much nostalgia for it. Yacker is a nothing character. I'm sorry. Yacker. Okay, so he only ever talks through Tails' translator, and that's barely a few sentences, and then he does almost nothing. He's just like, oh, the wisps are trapped. It's like nothing. Speaking of Sonic Colors, Sonic X continued, and it had a third season. But why does he speak of Sonic Colors? It has nothing to do with colors. Which probably should have gone before. I don't know. I'm not thinking. I just thought space. Yes. Third season where the gang went to space and Tails fell in love with this alien and this whole thing. I haven't seen it yet. But it's Tails' girlfriend, so she gets to go into yellow rank. Styx the Badger from Sonic Boom. She's funny. She can get annoying at times. It's not... She has some really high moments, but some really low ones. Just gotta throw a lyric down there. Just evil Snake Boy. Deadly Six. Little rainbow. The Skittle Gang. I like Zavok. Kind of cool. It's just Bowser. I'll be honest, it's just Bowser. But he's just I kind of like his design. But normally it'd be like in B, but IDW makes it really good. The others, they could... Meh. Kind of like Zama. Meh. Meh. Deadly Six are just not interesting. These two are just nothing characters. They're just absolute jerks to everyone all the time, and that, oh yeah, they're evil, but they have nothing else going for them. That's their whole thing. She's rude and obnoxious and selfish, and he's just an emo kid who likes suffering. These guys have something cool. I heard Zaz. By the way, their names are Zavok, Zamam, Zaz, Zik, Xena, and Zor. I'm not proud that I memorized that. Zaz, I heard described as family-friendly Carnage, and I kind of like that. He's Carnage. He's a berserker. And Zik is just kind of funny. It's just funny. Now we got Infinite. Talk about the biggest waste of potential in this whole thing, except maybe Shadow. But that's only recent. He has had times to shine. It's just recently he's had all his potential lost. But Infinite, he's never gotten a chance to fully be what it was supposed to be. Because he's just... he's stuck to forces. What do you want me to say? And he has, like, no personality. I don't know if... He's a jackal, and I don't know who he is. I don't know his original name. I don't know his motivation. Shadow, I think it was Shadow, was mean to him once, so he goes evil. He has the Phantom Ruby at his chest, and I don't know if the Phantom Ruby is just a thing, or if Eggman made it, because Forces and Mania say different things, but they're like the same thing that link it through, and Forces was a mess. Stay tuned for my video. Sage from Frontiers, the latest game. He's alright. Pretty cool. Her whole thing is that she was an AI created by Eggman that became sentient due to merging with cyberspace. And she thinks of Eggman as her dad, and it's kind of sweet. She's like the main driving force of the story other than save your friends. She's like the main one. So now we have the IDW characters. I'm just gonna put Starline where he belongs. Why is he so small? Size that really fast. Starline. He's so good. I have not read past issue 51, so I don't know if they've confirmed it or not, but he better not be dead, because I really like his character. I think he's maybe the best thing to come out of the IDW comics. Tangle and Whisper have something to say about that, but I don't know. He's so good. He's an Eggman admirer. He's always watched Eggman and think that he's the greatest. So he eventually, Eggman lost his memory after Forces, because IDW comics take place immediately after Forces. And so Eggman lost his memory, and Dr. Starlight brought him back, and he had this ability to make portals with that stone on his glove. And then he helped Eggman make the Metal Virus, which is the greatest Sonic story ever told. I love it so much. The Metal Virus is incredible. I can sing its praises all day. But he helped Eggman make it, and then right before the final stand, he makes a portal and is like, Eggman, we should go. And Eggman chucks him through the portal and closes, but he takes the glove and the warp topaz and they use it to stuff the Metal Virus, and then he gets the Tri-Core from mixing the cores from Sonic Heroes, so he has speed, flight, and strength. And he can match blows with Knuckles. It's amazing. He's such a good character. His arc is so good, because it's an evil arc. He gets more and more evil, becoming not just a lackey, but his own villain. He started by bossing around Rough and Tumble. These guys, they're one because I have the exact same opinion about one as I do the other. They're two lackeys, just two generic bad guys to spar with the heroes, like Bebop and Rocksteady from TMNT. They're fun. They're fun characters. I like them. Tangle and Whisper, the real highlights of IDW comics. Tangle is as extroverted as you could get. She's always happy all the time. Really innocent about everything. And just always happy to go on adventures. And she seeks out adventure. It has an extendable tail that she uses as like a grappling hook and another hand. And it's just a blast to see on the comics. And then Whisper is almost the complete opposite. She fights from long range with a bunch of wisps. With this modular wispin. She's as introverted as you get. Hides behind her mask. But they're best friends. And they're such good characters. Ian Flynn knows how to make some characters. They're not combined like these two, because although I have the same opinion about each of them, these two I do have different opinions, but they go in the same spot. Upper A. Surge the Tenrec and Kitsunami. Clones, question mark, copies, I don't know, of Sonic and Tails. Surge has lightning powers, and I've only seen Imposter Syndrome in, through issue 51, like I said, but she's really cool. I think she's like impulsive and always wants to get on with it and fight Sonic. She's been put into her head psychologically. Her one goal is to destroy Sonic, and Kit's one goal is to help Surge. And he's the clone of Tails. He has water manipulation powers. He's a blast, but he's not as good. There's more that can be done from sad, emotionally unstable water or Tails. There's potential. I don't know. Maybe they improve in later issues. I've only just briefly seen them. So this is my definitive Sonic ranking list of every single Sonic character that I could remember. Now, of course, I'm gonna see comments like right away saying, "Oh, you forgot this character." I'm like, "Oh no, I forgot that character." But this covers pretty much everyone, reaching to the most obscure of places. Like Heavy and Bomb, Witch Carts, the E100s, Emerald, Scratch and Grounder, the comics. You just get everything. And there we go. This is my list. So, thank you all for watching. Go ahead and tell me in the comments how wrong I am and how much this should change. The order that the guys are in their ranking does not is not like how much I don't prefer Heavy Magician over Cream and Cheese. It's just that's the order that they were in that I put them in to be. But the order from top to bottom is what counts. So, thank you all so much for watching. Comment below your list and tell me how wrong I was. And see y'all later. Bye.